Grips of the body again, missing on that occasion from Christou.
Again, as I said, Ron, a lot of those punches are going inside of the glove, so they're not really making too much dent. He's just going to have to punch correctly if he's going to make any indentation on it.
Stay tidy, son. That's your lead, just work off your lead. Be patient. Be patient.
Here Ray Giles firing out the instructions to Max Mareconte as the end of round 2 comes at New Seagulls. A good even round from both fighters. Mareconte, though, does look very composed and, well, hard to score that one, I'd say, Joe.
I gave it even Stevens on that one because I think they're both sort of, as I said, the jabber was working, but the aggressor was coming on, so I gave him even Stevens.
It's like they put that stand and go off it. Now, remember, take the lead off him. If you take the lead, he's not going to know you. Beat him to the punch and then shift. Keep changing the angles. Stand in front of him, you'll get caught. Keep shifting. Bit of water. Right? A little water now, a bit more water. Now listen. Looking for one punch, makes it one punch. Now remember, take the lead off him, but you've got to have more snap in that punch. You're pushing it instead of getting the shoulder through. Step off the toe and snap it through. A bit of power in it. Understand? Now keep your jab down for another couple of rounds and we'll start the combinations coming. Yes. But just watch the wing.
You heard Ray Giles talking to Max Mareconte. So we watch some of the action from the second round. Back out there. Round number 3 of 6 in this junior middleweight contest. Christou throwing himself off balance there and ends up through the ropes. Brad Bacali, the referee, quickly calls a halt to proceedings. Very excited start from Christou to start this third round.
Lead again. Come on, work off the lead. And again. Tidy up. Duck in. Use the ring.
Mareconte again in that last exchange. First of the punch there. That left lead. Finding the mark against Christou, who now ducks away slightly awkwardly from a right cross from Mareconte.
He does leave his chin very open with that left jab. He's not pulling that left hand back up high, because if Leo really came back fast with that right overhand, I think he'd catch him on a chin flush.
Now, Leo, come on! Come on!
Midway through this third round, corner of Leo Christou imploring his man to up the pace here. They know he has to get busy and try and land some of those heavy punches.
Come on, work out of it. Punch out of it. Hands right. Get them hands up. Fix it. No, keep
Christou just taking that left hand on the gloves.
Watch your head, you close.
Ducks out of the way of another lead.
Step back.
Comes back with that overhand right, but couldn't find the mark. Not too many scoring punches in this round so far. We've got less than a minute left.
I think Mareconte is definitely sort of now working his way with that left jab quite nicely. I mean, although Christou is throwing the bigger punches, as I said, they're all on the inside of the glove, so they're not really going to count as far as the judges are concerned. Unless, of course, it lands on the chin, then he'll go down most probably. But at this moment, I think Max Mareconte is definitely ahead on points.
Christou with a wild right, which is a long way from its mark. Certainly not going to die wondering, though, that's for sure. Mareconte content just to flick out that left hand as the third round ends, and then Christou tries to enter with another bomb, which was taken on the gloves by Mareconte. So midway through this 6-round junior middleweight contest, Christou just a slight mark there on the right cheek. consequence, you'd think, Joe, of one of those left leads that Mareconte has got away?
Yes, I think definitely there's a small graze. There's a bit of trickle of blood coming through there, so I hope it doesn't get worse. But there's no danger to the eye because it's underneath it, so the blood is not going to flow into his eye. But I'm sure no fighter wants a cut anywhere on his face. Like me, of course, as you know, Warren, like my last fight. Good God.
Against Levi Billups, it looked as though you'd spent 12 rounds saving Private Ryan.
I thought you were going to say at the butcher's.
Omaha Beach or somewhere. And you went swathed in bandages with a rifle over your shoulder.
Thank you, Warren. You'll keep.
They're about to come out for round 4 here in our opening bout at New Seagulls. Big time boxing coming to you live, of course, on Fox Sports. This is Max Mareconte fighting out of the blue corner up against Leo Christou. In the red corner, the Gold Coast versus Sydney. Very even fight so far. Mareconte, the more stylish of the fighters.
Ray Giles is a very good trainer, Warren, and he's obviously taught this tall, skinny kid to throw the left jab because he knows that he hasn't got the strength to obviously mix it with Leo Christou, so he's just got to pop the left jab. There's no question about it. The big problem with these power punchers, as I said earlier, is that unless they know how to throw the punch correctly, they're virtually non-existent because they're inside of the glove and they don't really make too much effect on their opponent.
That's exactly what the referee, Brad Vicali, was warning Leo Christou against there. Punching with the inside of the palm of the glove instead of the knuckles. Mareconte just picking off Christou there. Big right hand from Christou. Found the mark.
Again,
shook Mareconte for a moment there. But
it did, Warren, but unfortunately, as I said again, it was the inside of the glove, and that's why it didn't make too much of an effect on Max Mareconte. So the kid has to learn how to throw a proper punch.
The bad one cleanly, Mareconte on his backside.
Hands up. Shift back to center. And again. Come on. And again.
Left lead there from Mareconte, just catching Christou as he came forward. Minute left in round 4. Both these fighters have only gone to 4 rounds in their one and only fight. There's another right hand from Christou, which caught Mareconte, but he's able to take the blow, come forward once again. That one missed right across the left shoulder of Mareconte, but
Mareconte's only real defense here is that damn good left jab. He's got to pop that left jab out. But I see that Christou is certainly coming on strong now in the latter part of the fight. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 rounds. If Christou could maybe throw some decent body punches, I think he'll slow him down.
brought Mareconte up against the ropes above our commentary position with a left hand, and then he just swiped him across the nose there with a right hand, and now he's swinging wildly as Mareconte stumbles forward towards him, just trying to tie him up. Closing seconds of round number 4. Christou sensing that to get the pace going there, and he thought he might have had Mareconte in a little bit of trouble, but he certainly had the better of that last round.
He certainly did, but I got to tell you, I mean, Max Mareconte is definitely beating him on the points. I mean, this young fella is throwing so much leather, but unfortunately they're not making any effect on Maxi. So I think he's wasting his time as far as those punches because he's just not landing the big one.
Let's take a look at some of the action from round 4. There was certainly plenty of it towards the end. The 4th round, there was that right hand which caught Mareconte in the blue corner, right above his trainer Ray Giles, who be having plenty to say, of course. There was a good piece of defence there from Mareconte before he did wear one, a left hand from Christou.
He certainly did, but as you can see, I mean, if they were with the proper knuckle part of the glove, I'm sure Mareconte would have gone down, but they're inside of the glove. They're not really as powerful as they look, or even though they look very effective on the camera.
Stay cool, understand? Stay cool, right, extra.
We'll see if he can stay cool and calm, Max Mareconte. They were the last words that Ray Giles had to say to his man from the Gold Coast, looking to improve his record of 1 fight for 1 win so far. Right hand from
yeah.
Mareconte, and he went down Christou with a big right hand, which caught Mareconte right on the jaw, and he went down. 7 is the count from Brad Vicali.